Good morning. It is March 6th and we're on day 47. Before I talk about the route I'm going to take, I'm going to mention that two of you guys at least mentioned the quality of the video yesterday. I figured out the problem before I posted the video, before I uploaded it. The app I was using, the UCut app, I was just blindly saving my progress after editing without checking the resolution and stuff that I was saving it at. And in that app you have to put in you need to put in your resolution, your frame rates and all this stuff before, that way it's saving your work properly. And I wasn't doing that right. I was saving all my work at 1080p and then uploading it to YouTube. Yeah, I was just blindly hitting the save button without actually realizing, oh, I got to set these, these parameters up first. So that's, you live and you learn. You got to hit a donkey between the eyes with a 2x4 before you get its attention, right? And I'm that donkey. So 81 kilometers south of there is a spot called Ben Trey, and I think I'm going to shoot for that. The reason why is I was trying, that's the walking route. It's mostly along the QL1A, but for the first 30 kilometers on the walking route, I can do like the side streets, the parallel streets, and stay off the main one. But after 30 kilometers, the other 50 is pretty well all on the QL1A. Now that's going to drag on my trip a lot. Because if I just take a shot straight for the border crossing, it's only 320 kilometers. But it cuts out the whole bottom. It runs straight towards the border of Cambodia and just rides right along Cambodia. It looks like a nice trip, but it would cut out the whole bottom section of Vietnam, and I'm kind of a stickler. I'm kind of a perfectionist on that. If I'm going to claim that I rode my bicycle all the way through Vietnam, I want to go all the way down to the very, 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 very tip, the southern tip. So I want to try and get all the way down to the southern tip. So that's going to double the length it is to get down there. Yeah, it's 394 kilometers just get down to the very southern tip, and then you have to go straight back up to the border crossing. I think we can do that no problem. Like I said, I'll just kind of gauge it as I go along. If I have to cut off a little bit of the tip, I will. But so yeah, Ben Tho is my assumed destination. If I have to come up short, I will. But I'm going to just keep it steady along the coast as much as possible. The area I'm in right now is where the rivers drain out into the ocean, so it's kind of hard to ride right along the coast. So, alright guys, well, let's hit the road. I'm going to get out there and start pushing along. Lady. Nope. You don't take the initiative, you lose it. Well, I think this makes it flat number 6. So, yeah, this is a hard flat. It went flat fast, so I got something in there. I had to. Luckily, I got two spares, and I found a shaded spot to do this. It went flat real fast, so the object should be fairly big and easy to find. So, just a problem for the day. So the combination of the adjustable wrench and me changing so many damn flats on that bike, mostly all located in the back, the bolts are starting to get stripped out. So I need to go find a tool shop that has vice grips. Just go get some vice grips. They're the go-to tool for monkey wrenching on whatever that might be causing you a headache. So there's one about 2.8 kilometers from here. I guess I'll just push my bike along the way until I get there and do the work when I get there. Yeah, just another pain in the ass for the day. These things happen, I guess. They just suck when they happen. I'm in the midst of actually fixing my flat. I found a tool shop a little closer. I'm cutting the inner tube of the old one and sticking the new one inside, so I got a little bit of armor on the inside of it. It was a thorn this time. Yeah, I ran over a thorn. These are getting paper thin, so yeah, so I cut this one, and the new one's going inside that one. So yeah, so I'm in the midst of fixing this bad boy right now. It's 2:05 right now. Yeah, 2:05, and I just getting the flat fixed. This one took extra long. It is pumped up now. Look, it works. I ended up getting a new pump because I wasn't sure if the other one's about ready to break. I think I had to get some new tools, but the flat got fixed because it took a long time, because when I put the new tube in, it was also flat. So I don't know if I gave it a pinch flat trying to wrestle it in with these new tools here. You know, for getting them in. I don't know what I might have done, or if it was just a faulty tube. It was on the inside of the rim though, not on the outer side. So yeah, I'm just finishing up now. I'm not sure how far I'm going to get. I'm probably going to shoot for the 30-kilometer hotel room that I found and just call it a day. Yeah, so I guess that makes flat number 5 and 6 at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off and running. The bike's up and rolling again. That's all that matters. So before I go anywhere, I just want to mention the owner of this shop right here is very nice. He allowed me to work on my bicycle, and he lent me any tools that I might have needed, like the pump and stuff. I bought some stuff from him, but all in all, he was very kind, and I want to mention kindness when I run into it. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that in real quick. He was very nice, and yeah, I very much appreciate him. Xin chào.
That's beautiful.
Well, it is 5:20 and I made it to Bin Lok, which is only 31 kilometers away from where I started this morning. But it's 5:20, so those two flat tires in a row kind of slowed me down. I definitely didn't change it as fast as the other time. Yeah, trying to find a place that had tools, which was good. I found a pretty nice owner that allowed me to, you know, he was just a nice owner of the shop. You know, I appreciate him for his kindness. Yeah, not much. I just followed mostly the QL1A all the way here. So I mean all the way here, 31 kilometers there. I tried to get off one time, which I went up past the CTO1, which is north of the QL1A, and went past it to the DT830C. It runs right along the river, so I thought, oh, that's probably a beautiful trip, and nope. It's just as ugly, just smaller. The QL1A actually ended up being the nicer ride just because in some sections it expanded to 4 lanes on either side, where the truck traffic was basically strictly on the 2 inner lanes, and the 2 outer lanes was more like for the scooters and stuff like that, which dissipated the traffic very, very, very big time. And it made for a nice ride until it was no longer like that, and then it was back to its old QL1A self. Anyway, yeah, not much to talk about. I didn't make it far today. Tomorrow definitely will be. I need to get more tubes now. Like I said, I think I'm probably to default on the second flat. I probably pinched it with the new tools I was using. That's all I can think, because I was looking for anything on the inside, like a spoke that might have been, there's no spoke that is poking through, there's nothing. So the only thing I can think of outside of it already being a faulty tube from the factory would be that I just did it myself with the new tools that I had for getting it on the rim, and I just ended up pinching the tube between the rim and the actual tire when I was trying to reseat it. So something I want to mention about this video: this is shot in 4K 24 frames per second. So if you guys notice any difference between, I guess the only difference really is it's supposed to have better motion blur, more natural than motion blur, and more cinematic style. I don't know what that actually means, more cinematic, but that's what one of the videos I saw on YouTube, they suggested running at 24 frames per second. I think Cut by Fom also mentioned 24 for increasing upload speeds and stuff like that. But so I'm trying to run it at this. If you guys notice a difference, tell me. I think the last one I was running at 30, so there's not a big difference. Anyway, yeah, this day's over. Yeah, day's over. Hopefully tomorrow I'll put down a few more. And I'll figure out which route I'm going to be taking tonight. And yeah, that's all, folks. So good night, y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully that'll be the last flat for a while. Although those tires are getting very, very bald. Very, very bald. I'm going to probably have to replace that pretty soon. All right, guys. Peace out.